Hello, my name is Will Carmack. In today's After Effects tutorial, I'm going to show you how to do Gambit's kinetic power purple glowy trick. I'm going to show you how to do his purple glowing staff and the epic throwing cards. Everyone's going to be able to become Gambit now. I'm telling you, this effect is actually so easy, it's going to blow your mind. And before we get started, I have to let you know that this video is sponsored by my sugar daddy, Squarespace. So if you're filming the Gambit effect, I recommend having a high shutter speed or filming in slow motion. So we're going to get a mask of the pole. So I'm just gonna grab the roto brush tool and I'm gonna mask the hell out of his pole. It's a little time consuming, but I promise it's totally worth it. Hit freeze, and then you'll eventually have something that looks a little bit like this. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to effects and presets and type in tint. And we'll drag that onto our masked out pole. We're gonna map the white to the color of Gambit's staff, which is kind of like pinkish red, purplish. And then to get a clear idea, we're gonna set the blending mode to hard light. You could set it to add, but then it's way too bright. So to get the purple to blend perfectly into your scene, hard light is the best option. So in tint, we'll pick both the whites and the black to be a purple colored staff looking however you want. And then we're gonna go back to effects and presets and type in glow. We'll put glow onto our staff. We're gonna crank the radius up. And if you bring the glow threshold down, it makes it brighter and less pink. And if you bring threshold up, it'll basically get rid of most of the bright glow. So I like bringing the threshold down so it's a little glowy. So this is with the glow, this is without the glow. So now if we watch that back, it's gonna look really good. So actually right here, I think the staff could be way glowier. So we're gonna duplicate our glow. We'll actually spread the radius out more, bring the intensity down a little bit, and then duplicate the glow one more time. We'll bring down the threshold so it's a little brighter, crank up the radius and the glow intensity. And then bam, we've got the crazy glowing staff. It's really that simple. It's just a tint effect, turning it pink, and then putting a bunch of glows on it. And of course, setting it to hard light. Next, and way cooler, is obviously his power where you throw the card. It's basically the exact same trick. We'll take our original footage here. We're gonna grab our roto brush tool and just go in and mask the card out. And again, this is one of those things where it's smart to shoot this in slow motion or a high shutter speed so you can capture the details of the card in the mask. And so you see we have our masked out playing card. So just like his staff in effects and presets, we'll type in tint and put that on top of our layer. We are going to map the white to purple. We're gonna keep it on hard light here. And then we'll type in glow, bring the threshold down and the radius up. So our card is purple now, and to make it even brighter, we'll just duplicate our glow, crank the radius up, and duplicate our glow one more time. We'll bring the radius actually down on this one. And once you have all of your glows customized to your liking, you can create any Gambit card throwing scene that you want. And so that was my Gambit masterclass. Wasn't that super easy? It's just basically the tint with a purple and a glow on there. And don't forget to set it to the blending mode hard light. I expect everyone to turn themselves into Gambit now, and I have to thank today's incredible sponsor, Squarespace. I have to introduce to you Squarespace's design intelligence. You might not know this about me, but I have the biggest collection of vintage life magazines in the world, and I want to create a site showing off this American history in a really pretty way. And so with Squarespace's design intelligence, I can create a website that looks perfect and vibey. So with these vintage magazines, maybe some cool vintage looking shapes to show off some covers, a nice color scheme that really matches the dark tones of these magazines. And if I need some assistance, they have award-winning templates. So I actually have a lot of duplicates of these vintage magazines, and I want to sell them as collector's items to other people. And what's amazing about that is Squarespace has online stores you can create. So if you have products, whether that's jewelry, plants, vintage magazines, you can create a beautiful online store with Squarespace. And even better, Squarespace payments is endless. They have all the popular payment methods like Klarna and Afterpay, all the buy now, pay later options. And if you don't think Squarespace is incredible yet, well, how about the fact that they gave me a code to give you for 10% off your first website or domain. So go get a discount on creating a website that will bolster your image as a professional. Really, anybody can benefit from having an amazing website. So build it with Squarespace. Where there's a will, there's a way. My name is Will, and have a nice day.